Hi, I'm Katie Moonstone. Welcome back. If you guys would all just take a minute, I'm going to clear the air in our heart spaces at this time. Woo! How is everybody doing today? Today is Thursday, May 22nd. We're going to do an energy reading. Remember, after today, we got tomorrow, and I think Saturn is going to make a huge, kind of like a spiritual test. What does that actually mean? Well, now we're in Gemini season, and right now it's the sign of duality. So you might be conflicted with the two sides of yourself, masculine or feminine. Everybody has two sides of their self, right? So the main purpose and reason behind that is to bring that all into balance, right? So that you can become one with your dual sides, or release one side to be the other side. Maybe you've been in your masculine energy for 40 years and now you're being changed to be in your feminine for the next 40. You know, it's just an example. Everyone's on their own journeys, so everyone's fighting their own little battle or trying to balance out the two sides of themselves. As you're going into that, Saturn is going to put like a little spiritual test tomorrow, and I think on the 24th as well. So what does this mean? Probably from now and in the next couple days, I know that I've already had some experience with this today. I was having an interview, and as I was sitting there, I was thinking to myself, you know, the old me would have absolutely loved this job. But you know what? I don't want to be that person no more. I want to be this other person. So nonetheless, they also didn't really ask me if I wanted the job. They told me to show up, and I'm like, wait a minute here. Aren't you supposed to offer it to me? They didn't want to do that. They're like forcing me to do it. And so basically what I'm trying to say is, don't allow people to dictate you because I had that happen to me today. And I'm sitting here going, yeah, okay, like whatever. So obviously I won't be showing up on the day they think I'm going to be showing up because they didn't ask me, they told me, which was kind of bizarre. I mean, yeah, I know I filled the application out for it, but at the end of the day, as I was sitting there, they didn't ask me, well, what do you think? Or, you know, because I would have told them straight up, I think I'll go and, you know, I think this isn't for me. I would want to go another way, but they wouldn't let me speak. So that just told me everything I needed to know. Be careful with people around you trying to dictate you. Maybe they're trying to persuade. It's kind of like a betrayal kind of energy, but not really. It's more like people might force you to do something you don't want to do. Don't allow that. Again, like, I know I did a 3-card message reading earlier today. Basically what I'm saying is there might be people around you, they can feel your energy. So they know when something good is going to come into your life. And some people don't, they're scared of change. And maybe you have that energy that they need because you benefit them in some way. This test that's coming in from Saturn is about expansion, okay? So do you want to keep repeating the same cycles, or do you want to expand and go off into a new adventure? Expand your family, you know, even just by expanding your family, the new people that come in, they might be the very blessing that your family needed. But if you keep your doors closed, or the family itself doesn't want new people in, there's a problem with that situation. That's a very unhealthy situation to be in, because everything grows, everything changes, you know? So some people don't like that and they'll close themselves off. But by doing that, you're not going to reap the benefits. You're not going to reap the rewards. There's always good things on the other side of that rainbow, right? Again, this is going to be about expansion. So you might be sitting with a group of people. It could be your family, it could be your friends, could be at work. And all of a sudden, you kind of air out, right? We're in the air sign energy. You kind of zone out for a minute and you feel invisible. That is your soul telling you, you don't belong there. It's time for you to go. Your soul is going to be speaking to you over the next few days, because what's going to happen is when your soul lights a fire inside of you, and Saturn is going to basically ignite this really like more intensely, especially on the 23rd and the 24th. If you don't listen to that fire or that soul that's burning inside of you, you know, and you just keep telling it, you know what, the time's not right. You know what, maybe later. You know what's going to happen? You're basically going to spiritually bankrupt yourself. Your flame now dies down, and Saturn's going to move on to the people that are ready for the unknown, you know, that want to go in the direction that their soul is telling them to. Saturn's basically coming in and saying, hey, wake up, let's go. But if you don't go, then guess what's going to happen? You're burning your own light. You're burning your own soul. You're telling your soul no. Excuse me. Somebody's got to let something go. You're telling your own soul no. It's not right, and it's not time. And you know what happens? That's when your soul kind of leaves your body. It's like your soul kind of gives up. I mean, you're only going to get so many knocks before, you know, or so many opportunities before you miss them, right? That's life, right? So Saturn's coming in, and so you might space out in a group of people, and you might feel like, you know what, I don't belong here. Or maybe they're like telling you what you're doing is wrong. 9 times out of 10, if somebody's telling you that what you're doing is wrong, it's probably because they don't want you to move forward without them, or they're scared of the change that it brings, you know? So again, are you benefiting these people, but you're not making yourself happy? Sometimes your energy is what gives them their blessing, the blessing that they need, because they can't create that blessing on their own. This is about people stealing your own light and you allowing it. That's when manipulation comes into hands, and you know, the abuse and your unhappiness, and then you go out and you project that onto the world and to the people that never even hurt you. And by all the, you know, that whole time you're sitting with a group of people that don't have your best interests. So be careful of that kind of energy today. Also, there are going to be a lot of people talking. You might be surprised on who is actually holding you back. And when that truth comes out, it might hurt a little bit. It might even break your heart, because you're going to be like, I never thought in a million years, you know, as an example, my own mother would do this to me. Do you know how many times I've thought that? If I sit here and think about, you know, who was the first person in my life that like shamed me, you know, like made me feel like I shouldn't be heard, seen, or my feelings validated. You know, the number one interview question that everyone's been asking me is, what do you do when you have an angry customer or client that's just angry? And at the end of the day, when I sat and I've been giving them all the same answer, you know, it's human instinct for a person to feel seen, feel heard, and their feelings validated. If you are around somebody that does not want to see you, makes fun of your feelings, or doesn't validate your feelings, and doesn't want to hear you out, they're not your people. It's time to go. They do not have your best interest. And when you sit and think about it, who was the first person that took your voice away? You know, the most damaged chakra on a person's body is normally their throat chakra. And then it's usually their sacral or their solar, depending on what trauma and experiences that you've occurred in your journey. So something is definitely going to fall apart. It's time to let it go. It's also time for expansion, meeting people you've never met before. You will know, it's like finding your soul tribe. You got new contracts, you know, out with the old, in with the new. That's what spring is all about. And that's what Saturn's going to do. Saturn's going to test you. Are you ready? And you might tell Saturn, you know what? No, I'm not. Well, you know what? You're probably going to get left behind, or you're basically killing your own light. You're killing your own soul. You came here and you made a contract with the Most High, with your soul. You already know what you're supposed to do. And when you don't do it, that's when you cause a lot of problems within your own self in your own life. Like things are not going to work out. Things usually just fall apart. Sometimes it's forced. You know, I don't know. It depends on where you're at in your journey and what happens between you and the Most High. Surrender and have faith. Again, the deck split in two, so it's surrender and believe. The deck split in two, so we're still dealing with dualities, right? Like, here's who you were, and here's what you're supposed to be. And the things that happened in your life made you be the person you're supposed to be. And now the people you meet, now you're ready for it. And Saturn's like, come on, let's go. So surrender and believe. Yeah, the road's going to be scary. It's going to be uncertain. Some of you might be just picking up and moving all of a sudden. Some of you might just quit your job like suddenly. Some of you might just walk away from your family in mid freaking sentence. I've seen it happen. I've done it myself. Two cards that came out. Step back and listen, okay? Listen and observe. Take a step back. You're being asked to step back from your life in order to gain a new perspective. When you're too close to a situation, it can be hard to make a decision. Span out and view your life from a distance so that you can get the perspectives that you need. Listen. You being asked to listen to your inner voice, that light inside of you. It's been guiding you to do something or say something, and it's time to act on its wisdom. Okay? It's exactly what I was talking about. It's time to act. Answer the call. You're not what you were anymore. Your past is not who you are. You are not broken. No matter what people say, you are not broken. You're human. We're all here having a human experience. Flower power. Spend time with flowers. Flowers' essence to increase your personal healing power. I'm also going to say you might want to take a spiritual bath tonight. Or, you know, to help with the releasing and detoxing. Spiritual baths are all about intention. And it helps release and renew. And it helps cleanse your aura and energy as well. Somebody is being unfaithful and you're dealing with a drama queen. Be careful of people just trying to like, you know, trigger you. Somebody around you does not want commitment. It's time to go. Or maybe there might be some divorces on the way or breakups, separations. It's time to go. 999, one more thing is a completion to a cycle, right? So nines, it's time to end the unrequited love situations, right? Basically, your soul is waking up saying, do you want more for your life? Do you want better? Because in the last few days, with those whole portals, the only thing I kept saying to myself, and I repeated it every day for 3 days, you know what? I need more for myself. I want more for myself. I deserve more for myself. I need better, because where I'm at, I'm not happy, you know? I feel like I'm stuck in a situation that I don't even feel like I can actually move or breathe, you know? But I released that and the doors have been opening. So it's been nice. It's been real nice. Anyways, 999, completion of a cycle. You're going to end with like the one-sided relationships, and you're going to be moving into more of loving and kind relationships. You're going to be the Phoenix rising. Phoenix rising. This is also rebirth energy. You're becoming who you're supposed to be. This is transformation, right? This is all about spiritual growth, or growth just within you. You know, you're growing, you're changing. Right now, some of you might not be looking into anything because you feel like you don't have money or you haven't found the jackpot yet. You might be dealing with someone who's gotten, like you or someone you know might be having some news of legalities. They're gonna lose money on that one. That's not good. Again, planning to move and getting rid of the lustful energies. Again, 999. The lustful energies, the short-term gratifications, hanging up your boxing gloves, stop fighting, surrender. Why are we fighting? You don't need to fight no more. Or stop fighting with yourself. Sometimes I like to tell people, just sit back. Who do you want to be? I actually had this conversation with my son last night. My son wants to do all these things, right? And then he jumps to everything. And I already know that the real thing that he wants to do, he's denying himself of the real thing he wants to do because he wants to go and try these other new things, right? But at the end of the day, I asked him, I said, in the long run, look at your life a little bit. What is it that you want to be? Who do you want to be? And he kept saying, well, I want to be the best. That's not a good answer. The best at what? So after we had a nice long talk, we now have him on a better path that best suits him, which I'm really glad about that. He's got kind of some of my traits in him. I saw that the last night, and let's hope that he sticks with it. You are very close to achieving your goal, okay? So hang in there for those of you that are actually going after your goals. You are achieving it. Let's get rid of something. God, angels, universe, and spirit, what do we need to get rid of to move forward today? Again, all blockages, internal and external, that prevents me from experiencing a healthy love life is now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. Here is the card. Write it on a piece of paper, speak it out loud into existence. Burn it in a burning bowl. This is for you. Do whatever it is that you need to do. But all blockages, eternal and external, that prevents me from experiencing a healthy love life is now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. All blockages, internal and external, that prevents me from experiencing a healthy love life is now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. You are deserving and worthy. You deserve better, okay? You just need to believe that. You know what? I forgot to pull a couple of these. All right, what do we need to know for today or the next few days? Energy moves and flows. What is the message that the collective needs to know? Ooh, something's gonna fall apart. Needle and thread. Ooh, a sincere wish is going to be granted. Funnel, period of frustrations, lessons to be learned. Learn that lesson, move on. You are not your past. Do not carry it with you. Drop those heavy burdens. Barrel, you feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. Maybe you just need a new goal. Maybe you're bottling things up inside. Again, this is about you. You know, your soul. What is your soul telling you to do? Listen to it. Star, guaranteed success. Some of you have a purpose that's a higher calling, or you're being, called to do something that is much greater than you believe in yourself. Some of you might become famous. Also, help will be arriving. This Aquarius energy. Correct cup. Are you not happy with your life? That can be changed. Also, if something is broken, don't fix it. Something might break. Oh yeah, material possessions, especially tomorrow. If something breaks, throw it away. Do not fix it. And when that item breaks, think about when you got that. Who gave that to you? How did you feel? Think back to that very moment when it was given to you. Maybe it was your grandma's plate. Maybe it was something else. If something breaks tomorrow, that is the very part of your life you need to let go. Heal it and send love to it and, let it go. Box, you are going to receive a gift. Remember, when something leaves your life, something better comes in. Mainly because you learned that lesson, right? And now you got new lessons to learn. All right, let's keep going. There we go. A man. Dealings or relationship with a man. So some sort of a man is going to be significant today or in the next couple days. And what about the significance? Well, family wishes coming true. Maybe this man is going to help you with your family, and a family's going to, you know, get a wish fulfillment, but also maybe has something to do with jobs and careers, pin jobs and careers. So definitely new opportunities are coming in. Pay attention. Don't jump at everything. Look at the, you know, take a step back and think about who were you and what do you want to be? Because I've been getting offers about things that of who I was. I have been in doing manly jobs or masculine jobs for over 40 years. And all I can say is when I got to one, like today, all I kept thinking is, you know what? The old me would have loved this, but I don't want to do that anymore. It's a perfect job for me. The pay was decent. The hours were great, but that's not me anymore. Now I want to be this other person. So that's just who I am. It is what it is. It's time to move on. Let's get a gong on that. To the new. Answer the calls. Woohoo. Anyways, what does the collective need to know? Give us some messages. What does the collective need to know for today or around today? Some of you might be sitting in regret, or maybe you're fighting with yourself internally, or you have someone around you that is regretting how they treated you, and they did not see that coming. They did not see that coming. Regret, guilt, and shame. If you are carrying any of that, that is definitely, I think that's your solar. Yeah, your solar. You need to release that. Forgive yourself. We're not meant to be perfect. We were all made very imperfectly, but society told you, or someone told you, put it in your head that maybe you're weird, or maybe you're this. You know, break free from that. You are not that. You were made special. You know, you carry a unique light and unique energetic vibration that this world needs. And a lot of people want to kill that fire. You know, they don't like change. Maybe you're the one that's going to be the one that breaks all the chains in the family. You know, you need to do that because that's what you were called to do. You're just doing what you were told to do by, you know, between you and the Most High. Also, we're going into the age of Aquarius. There's going to be a group of individuals when the age of Aquarius actually begins. Remember, you can't start a new age until it affects the entire world because it has to be marked, right? Look at our past. So there's going to be a group of people that when they take leadership, let's say, and help lead people into this new age, they're not going to be spiritual gurus. I know a lot of people are like, no, the age of Aquarius is all about light, humanity, unity. Yes, very true. But not everyone is spiritual, you know? And I'm not saying they're bad people. Maybe they are spiritual, but they're not going to be acting like spiritual gurus, let's just say that. So they might be silently spiritual, but they're not going to be like, hey, you know, tarot readers, love and lights, light workers, hey, come follow me. No, it's not going to be that way. Even though I know a lot of people out here in YouTube land keep saying that that's how it's going to be. It's not. But there's going to be a group of people that rise up to help lead us into that new age, and they're not going to be spiritual gurus. They're just going to be about unity, humanitarians, and they're going to be very kind individuals. You will not know if they're spiritual because they're probably not going to speak on it, but they probably are. I mean, most people are. Like when I go about my normal day, people don't know if I believe in God or not, you know. Heck at the time that when I sit here and do my tarot readings, I get people that are like, you're an abomination. You're going to hell because you don't believe in God. And when I'm sitting here, you know, like, yes, first off, I get all my messages from the Most High, so, and God is right here. You know, so I am not a devil worshiper. That would be silly. That just tells me that people are not listening, or I upset their little demon, you know, so it's fine. But I send you all love and light, even the ones that be haterators. Anyways, God is actually intervening. So in the next few days, we have God in the divine is intervening. Also, if you have legal situations, because that keeps coming up. If you have legal situations, you already have an inner knowing. You need to make a choice and walk away. And you see that very clearly. So it's not going to work out in your favor. You might end up losing money, but those of you that are in your legal dealings, if you didn't take the offer before court, walk away. Let the past go. If you let go and let God, the universe will always restore you, right? But anyways, God actually does have a message. Hold on a second. God knows right now he's making judgment calls, okay? And he does know who has walked away and let go, who did the inner work, who let go of the past. And he does see things very clearly. There are things that he sees and hears that we'll never know. To be a fly on the wall, right? So he is saying, I'm with you. I see it. And he is making judgment calls. He's also saying that you made a good choice by walking away or letting go of something from the past. Also letting go of your sword. Stop fighting. Surrender. Earth sign energies. Especially if you're a female, Queen of Pentacles, maybe you're in your money bags, you're stable. A lot of you Earth sign energy females or Queen of Pentacles, whatever you resonate, you have a wish fulfillment coming in the matters of love. Yay for you, ladies. Or men, if you're in your masculine or feminine energy. Water signs. Or if you're just a guy just in his feelings, loving and kind energy, you're going to be taking action on something. What are they going to be taking action on? Oh, you want to take action, but don't. Don't take the action. They're telling you to don't put work and effort in, kind of enjoy and take a pause. Really sit back before you take action on anything. Also, enjoy the fruits of your labor. Maybe you were working very hard at something. Maybe you need to celebrate yourself. Fire sign energies. The real villain will be exposed or already has. You don't need to look deeper anymore. It's time to sever ties. Cut the ties. The truth came out. You already know the truth. I feel like this is past energy. Cut the ties. Once you let it go and cut the ties, karma can now work on it. You know what I mean? What goes around comes around. Also, fire signs. If somebody from your past comes back around, cut your ties, okay? It's time to move forward. You need a new beginning. Don't reconcile. Destiny. There are going to be some destined and fated events that take place in the next few days. That's why I said God and the divine and the universe are lining things up, even though we don't see it yet. I know deep down we can all feel it. It's almost like, oh my God, I know I'm supposed to be working on something, but I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing just yet. Wait until tomorrow. That fire inside of you will tell you everything. What's destined and fated, there might be a lot of communication, like face-to-face talks, maybe heartfelt communications. Also, this is like soulmate energy, finding your soul tribe. It will be destined and fated for a lot of you are going to be finding new soulmates or your soul tribes. Today, in the next couple of days, communication is going to be coming in quickly. Watch your texts and emails, okay? Don't just throw things away. Be careful of if you're signing any contracts. Read them very carefully, okay? Because this communication is fast. And I kind of feel like there's a tricky tricky sense to some of this communication, especially if you're signing contracts. I feel like there might be some kind of tricks to it because somebody's brokenhearted, okay? Or you might be brokenhearted. You might read something that might break your heart. But you're going to see very clearly. It was part of a contract. Definitely new contracts are coming into play, and they're love contracts. You might have two options when it comes to love as well. For those of you that are walking away from people that don't have your highest good, or maybe you're walking away from family members, or maybe you found out, oh my God, I can't believe like this person did that to me. You're going to recover from this betrayal. You're not going to hit rock bottom by any means, but you are going to walk away. And the moment you do, you have a new loving life, like a new love for life. You're going to find like, if you're not already with somebody, or maybe you are with somebody, your relationship is going to just get so much better, and it's going to be like unconditional love. You're walking away from the people and places and things that actually are draining your energy. And the person you walk away from might have addiction problems, but she's not going to be celebrating. She's not going to get her way. This is backfire energy. Also, you might be getting a phone call. Be careful of that. Be careful of the phone calls. And like I said, be careful of people trying to bait you into doing something you don't want to do. I do not feel like, for the married people out there might be someone trying to break you guys up. I do not see you walking away from that. Something is not over. The Jezebel spirit. So we got the Jezebel spirit coming back into play. We got some demons coming out to play. You know, if you believe in that spiritual warfare. I also get younger sister kind of energy. I do get family energy. Some of you might be involved in family. Like, I got family issues here with a mother and a daughter. Maybe the mom doesn't want to celebrate with her daughter. Because maybe she's not loving and kind, or she doesn't show love to her daughter, but her daughter might end up having like this Jezebel spirit. These are two unhealed people that don't want something to end. But I do see the masculines walking away from this entire situation. Travel will be, well, it's Memorial Weekend for those who celebrate. In the U.S., we have Memorial Weekend. I do see people traveling away from their families and breaking free. And when they do, they will have clarity. And it's like almost like something that, like, after they do, they're just like, they know where they need to be, and it's not with them. So, fire sign energies, masculines, you are going to be very happy about something. I think you're going to be relocating. I see a move. I also see travel for a lot of you fire sign masculines. But whatever it is, you're going to move towards happiness. And you're moving away from somebody who is very vindictive. You might need to heal something from your childhood, maybe your mother and your sister. Maybe, you know, whatever women in your past may have hurt you. I just see you walking away from it. Definitely childhood, reminiscing, but I do see a lot of you fire signs. Let go, find your inner child, and start having fun. You're gonna make some females very upset when you start putting yourself or choosing yourself first. New beginnings for everyone. It's time to move forward in faith. This is the Fool card. Look at that girl. She's stepping off into the unknown. It can be scary, but it can be fun. Moon. Something's hidden. Remember, what was done in the dark always comes to the light. Forgive yourself or forgive someone else for a wrongdoing, and this will be a good change. The Tower moment's upright. You got good changes on the way. Some of you might be isolating yourself, or if you're in a family gathering, because it is Memorial Weekend, if you're here in the States, you might feel left out in the cold. You're not being punished. That's not where you're meant to be. And you already know that. You also might be isolating yourself, and that's fine if you're doing the inner work and stuff, and you might need to take that time out. Sometimes the spiritual test is choosing yourself, and it's not selfish. It's just by you choosing yourself, you're actually aligning with the universe, that you're basically telling the universe, I deserve better than this, and the universe will deliver, okay? Yeah, you will have clarity, balance will be restored. And for some of you empresses out there, some of you empresses, are you pregnant? Congratulations. Some of you ladies out there might end up with a child. Some of you are going to be birthing a new idea. And some of you might feel like you're being left out in the cold. You might be isolating yourself at this time. But I got the Emperor, so somebody is going to, I got two, the Emperor and the Empresses, and the Empress. That's a power couple, but maybe the Empress feels left out in the cold, but it's because the Emperor has to do the right thing. What does this Emperor need to do? This Emperor needs to dig deeper into something, okay? Maybe he's been lying to himself or lying to other people. Communication to this Empress might not happen. Maybe he doesn't want to speak on it, but it has a lot to do with his stability. He is going to offer you something, but the universe right now is saying, no, don't offer it yet. He needs to do some inner work. There's something that he has to deal with. Whoever he's dealing with has probably somebody in his family, aggressive communication. Maybe this guy took, you know, just an example, like his mom's words, like maybe he put his mom first for a long time. I don't know, or a sister or an aunt or somebody. Whoever she is, she's very aggressive and she doesn't work. A lot of people are not going to be working this weekend, of course. It's going to be Memorial Weekend. But he's going to walk away. He's going to do the right thing because he's got a soul contract that he actually is going to listen to. But this Page of Swords, who's the aggressive communicator, she is just doing it to protect herself. Again, soul contracts. Why is she protecting herself? Because she wants him to lose it all. She doesn't want to see him happy. So again, there are people out there that are not looking in your best interest. And she does not want to see this guy happy. Also, if you are a earth sign, this also resonates with you. Earth signs and fire signs and air signs. Be very careful for an aggressive woman or or it could be a male, because males, when they are freaking out, that's feminine energy, right? They are trying to protect themselves because they want you to lose it all. They don't want you to get your wish fulfillment. They don't want you to get your blessings, and they don't want to see you happy. Again, this is kind of like betrayal energy, but it will backfire. Let the karma play out, walk away, okay? I'm getting, try not to communicate with that person. Like, don't fight with them. Don't even feed them the energy. Just let them just do whatever they need to say and just kind of walk away. Like, you don't need to speak into it. You don't even need to feed it. Because you're going to be talking to the wall. A lot of you are going to be doing some inner work and soul searching this weekend. That's what Saturn's going to do to a lot of people. There's been a lot of injustices going on in the world, but it will be restored. Truth and balance will come out, okay? Just hang in there. Hang in there. Let's do some dice. I did not want to make this a long reading, but guess what? It's going to be. It's fun. What do we need to know? We got the number 8, so whatever happened in August, 8 o'clock might be significant. Somebody's going to be letting something go, and they're not going to be sad when they do. Somebody is actually very educated about it. You're breaking karmic contracts, breaking free from the devil, breaking free from dark entities, breaking free from things that are holding you back. And you're not even having help for it. Good job, collective. Males that are, you got love coming in. Maybe you need to love yourself just a little more this weekend. You got a lot of greedy people around you that do want to see you the word's underprivileged. They want to see you fall, but maybe love yourself a little more. But love is coming in. And the number 12, 12 days, December, 12 o'clock will be significant. Do I got anything for the females? Females, again, it's time for you to let go of someone who doesn't love you, or let go of the past that you weren't in love, like that wasn't, it's unrequited relationships. It was not equal give and take. It was one-sided. Let go of those. Heal your insecurities. Maybe work on that. But love is also going to be coming in for you. You also need to be empathetic to someone around you. Maybe there's some females out there that are kind of in their ego. But it's time for you to start being empathetic. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting just women that are in their egos. Kind of start, you need to look at things from a different perspective. If there's been some abuse to a child, or maybe somebody needs to be brutally honest to a child. This child is not going to be, this child's going to be happy. Children might be moving. If you're a very, very strict parent, or you were abusive to your child, your kid is, you might, I do see somebody losing their kid. Also, alcohol. Be careful of DUIs. 11 o'clock, 11 days. Something happened in November, maybe. Something's not stable. Some people are not sleeping because they're too much in their head. And a lot of people are not moving forward because they're scared of money. Again, is money truly more important than love? Love for yourself, love for life. Get yourself out of the matrix, you know? Some people are freaking out because they don't have the money, but you know what? I see somebody buying a house. I see stability. I see expansion. You just got to take that risk. Something is going to circle back around, and it has something to do with your family, okay? Especially if you're a male. Be careful of family. It could be a generational curse or something that is very karmic, but it is coming back around, and it's searching for resolution. So, resolution meaning like something healing, or be loving and speak loving and kind. You don't have to love the idea, or, you know, just be kind and break free, you know, break it. Do something different, otherwise it'll circle back around again. Contracts are coming up in agreements. Once the new contract or a new agreement takes place, I see a lot of people resting, and some people are going to be going on vacation. If you are going on vacation, let's say this weekend, definitely get some rest. I always say that if you're being called to rest by the universe, that means the universe is preparing you to be busy. So definitely get the rest that you need, because it looks like you're about to enter a new contract, or you're going to make some sort of agreement, and it's going to put your soul, and you're going to be able to sleep better at night. The number 9, completion of a cycle. It's almost there. Got one more step to do. You already know what you need to do. And once you do it, you're at a 10. New beginnings. All right, what do we need to do? Let's end this beautiful reading, because I think it's been long enough. That's too many. Divine Unions wants to come out. Soul contracts. Again, that was too many cards. What do we need to know to move forward today? Oh, the untold and enlightenment. This is the untold, hidden knowledge. So again, moon energy. What's done in the dark comes to the light, right? When prayers go up, blessings come down. There is a spiritual hierarchy of beings on which the regulation of the universe depends on. From every cloud and movement of the wind to the planets, the sun, moon, and stars are all purposely being guided by beings beyond our imagination. This is divine intervention. This card is to let you know that help is on the way. Yay! And the divine sees all. The veil will be lifted to reveal some of the hidden truths or knowledge that were kept from us. Certain people either manipulated or stayed by choice in the illusions that were created by the powers that were, to only keep us separated from the truth and from the light that was already within. Exactly what we were talking about. This will all be exposed. This card could also mean that someone will be leaving or moving out of your life for good. But in return, you will also be receiving a big blessing for all of your hard work. Know that your prayers have been heard. Our blessings come in many forms, and it may come as a person or people, money, or opportunities that will help us on our destined path, sometimes even to get us to our next blessing. Know that you are divinely protected, loved, and cared for, and everything has a divine order and timing that all goes according to the plan. There is always a bigger picture, even if you don't see it yet. Pay attention to your dreams. Allow, surrender, and go with the flow. It's a beautiful card, the untold. Hidden knowledge, you're also going to get enlightenment, okay? Once the truth comes out or whatever it is, that's total enlightenment. And that's what you need, right? A lot of us need that to be able to move forward. I want to pull one more card for fun. Let's pull one more. I like just changing it up because that's what you're supposed to do. Change up the energy, change up the routines. Well, that's way too many. We can't do that. Let's do one more, and then we'll say our goodbyes. Look, spillage, things just blurting on out. Things are just going to fall on out. People are going to have conversations they didn't plan on having. Give us one. Maybe it was a bad idea. No, come on. I can't have 10 cards. Come on, universe. Just one for fun. Maybe it was a bad idea. Maybe. All right, we got 2. Power transference. You have either given up your personal power or someone has taken it from you. Get your power back. It's time. Take your power back. Soul tie. You are soul tied to someone and finding it hard to release this connection. Don't give your power away. Take your power back, okay? Anyways, let's just have fun, release, let go, and see what, just go with the flow. I mean, I don't have any more else to say about this. Just good luck out there. Definitely take care of yourself. And remember that you are worthy and you deserve better, because that's what this is about, okay? This is about you wanting more for yourself. And speak that out into existence, okay? And the universe will align the moment your heart, your mind, body, and soul, so your heart, your brain, and your words all align. And once you speak that and you believe that, boom, the world is yours. Anyways, please like, share, and subscribe. And until we meet again, namaste.